what is happening? What is actually happening? Hmm. Everything went downhill after I turned 45. Getting old is a trip, bro. Like, I'm old now, getting older. I'm 45 and I'm gonna be 46 this year. I'm gonna be 46. I'm gonna be 46. It's as if the universe was like, congratulations, hi, welcome to your brand new life that you're building for yourself. Oh, just kidding, psych. Here's menopause. Because that's exactly what's happening. I didn't realize now looking back when I was 39 all the way up to 44 that I was in perimenopause. I mean, honestly, I think the symptoms, it first started with me with, I think, skin problems. I was getting really bad cystic acne breakouts, which acne patches have helped so much. And I think I finally, and benzoyl peroxide, and I think I finally have a skincare routine that I've kind of nailed down pat after like, trying everything. Hormones up and down, moodiness. But recently, and this is what I want to document, my hair has been going through it. I mean, it might not really look like, but yes, you can actually see. Look, it's like, what is happening? What is actually happening? Because I want to document what I'm doing, what I'm trying, what's working. And so I can look back on this, hopefully in a few months or 6 months or whatever, and look at how much progress I've made and be proud of myself for sticking with this hair health journey, healthy hair journey, healthy hair perimenopause, healthy hair journey, whatever. So a little backstory. I've always had a lot of hair. Growing up, I had so much hair, but I never realized like my hair type. Just because you have a lot of hair doesn't mean that it's thick, right? I had a lot of hair, but it was very thin strands, and it's always been my texture has changed over the years where it was like kind of straight for a long time. I used to get perms when I was little, and then it switched to straight, and then it went back to wavy. And then back 5 years ago, I lost both of my parents within a 3 month period of time. And I was at the tail end of a severe addiction. And due to neglect and grief and stress and just not taking care of myself, I literally lost most of my hair, almost all of my hair, from ear to ear, and I'll insert some pictures. From ear to ear, all underneath was literally down to the scalp bald. I was bald. And then anything that I had left, I had some random length left, which is kind of funny because it's like these like pieces out of the middle of my head that stayed, and then all the top was completely broken off. I mean, like here, I couldn't even. It was devastating, and I really hate that in like today's society, it is we're kind of conditioned to think that it's vanity for us caring about our hair, right? Like it's not vanity. It's just it's devastating. It's part of who you are. It's like losing a piece of you. So it's literally taken me 5 years to get length back because my hair grows so slow. And then perimenopause. Hi, welcome to perimenopause. I can pinpoint it to the day. I just seemingly woke up one day with an entirely new head of hair. It doesn't feel like my hair. It doesn't behave like my hair. It's thinning. It feels dry, coarse, brittle, which is new. I mean, it was kind of dead on the ends because I have sun damage. I live in a super wicked, humid environment, tropical environment, which is really bad on your hair. I have all these environmental factors to take into account. But literally, it was like an overnight change. This is new for me. This is so incredibly new for me. And so I've been doing a ton of research and trying some things because this is the beginning of this hair journey, right? This is the beginning of this journey. Because honestly, through doing all this research, I really couldn't find another person who had what I'm going through. I could only find like doctors or like research based stuff, but I couldn't really find anybody who had these symptoms like I'm having these symptoms. I was using heat for a while, just to like one of those little mini hair straightener things to straighten the hairs around my face, which I'll get into in a second. This is annoying. But the changes, the sudden changes that I'm experiencing is breakage, hair loss. My hair is probably 50% thinner than it was a year ago. I came across a video that I did a year ago and I was like, what the hell happened to my hair? So I tried to show you that I have all this breakage around my face, which is probably due to me trying to like straighten those little pieces, which is idiotic, but I am not doing that anymore. It is so dry and brittle all over my head, which is new for me because, like I said, I had some dead ends, but that's it. It feels coarse. I've never had coarse, thick. It feels thick, dry, coarse, brittle, and weak. It feels as if it's literally about to fall out. Like I have scalp sensitivity. It's sensitive more so like right here behind my right ear, which is wild, but also just in general, it feels so dry and coarse and weak. It just feels dry literally all over, like from the root. It's stringy. Like I don't even want to go outside. I don't even want to go outside because I'm scared it's going to break off. I don't want to put it up because it feels like it almost hurts. Does that even make sense? But one thing about me is I will research the crap out of something. I will become an expert at whatever it is I'm interested in researching. I will look stuff up until I'm blue in the face, till I get an answer, until I get something that I can put action towards. Okay. So this is what I found. Sensitive scalp is a symptom of perimenopause. Dry hair, brittle hair, weak hair are all symptoms of hormonal imbalances, aka perimenopause. This is all generally supposed to be symptoms of perimenopause, but there are also other factors. I live in a tropical environment. I have sun damage. I'm in the sun all the time. I have low porosity hair, which is also something I didn't really know until recently. So that adds to it as well, which means my hair doesn't really retain moisture that well and is very prone to product buildup. And in humid weather, which I live in currently, your hair can become very dry feeling, brittle, like it's going to break off, prone to breakage. Another thing, wind is very damaging to your hair, especially if you have fine hair, which I have, check, low porosity hair, which I have, check, and dry, brittle hair, which I apparently currently have, check. So I'm like scared to go outside at this point. I've done so much research on whether or not it needs bond repair or protein, right? Is my hair lacking protein? Is it just severe sun damage from the sun, which essentially is equivalent to bleaching because none of this, I don't color my hair. This is from the sun. So my hair is bleached by the sun essentially. But the difference being the bond repair is works from the inside and the protein treatments fill in the blanks for whatever's broken. So I kind of compromised and I bought a bond repair shampoo, which I actually really like. I don't even know if you can see this. I did research on it and this is very highly recommended, L'Oreal. There's really not much available where I live. At the same time, I bought things that actually turned out to be detrimental to my hair type, which is the low porosity and fine, right? But I was thinking I was doing something good. I bought a Wicked Hydrating Conditioner, Pantene. right? Which now I know is not very good for my low porosity hair. Glycerin and silicones are not recommended for low porosity hair. So this just weighed my hair down. Leave-in conditioner, which also comes highly recommended, but now I know just weighs down my low porosity hair. Like, bro, can I catch a break here? What is happening? However, what I do with this, or what I have been doing, is I just put it in an empty water bottle or an old product bottle and I dilute it with water because I have to put some sort of leave-in conditioner. I can't be going out with naked hair because normally I don't put product. I don't put product. Which also I'm wondering, this could also, this feeling, I'm going to clarify it with apple cider vinegar on my next wash day. My normal wash schedule was every other day. And then recently I started just like starting of summertime because I sweat so much and it just was getting dirty all the time. I started doing it every day. But the water here is so hard. I'm in Mexico. The water here is so full of metal and chemicals that I can only imagine what it's doing to my hair. So I'm going to clarify it with apple cider vinegar. I'm going to start doing that once a week. But also, I've used those wicked heavy products on my hair. And right now, it feels okay. When I'm in a temperature controlled environment, no, it doesn't feel okay. I'm totally lying. But it's not as bad. As soon as I step outside, it's like I feel like I can't even touch it. I feel like anything that gets caught in it is going to break it right off. Like it's going to fall right out of my head. Like this is wild. Like I'm not a 25-year-old girl. All the videos on here of how to like regrow your hair and care for your hair and healthy hair routines and all the things. There's really no perimenopause or menopause specific people talking about it. It's all just like 25-year-old influencers. And I'm like, girl, I get it. And I'm sure those products will help me. But I think it kind of makes a big difference when we're talking about hormonal imbalances and perimenopause. And so here I am. Because I never want to feel the way I felt 5 years ago when I literally went bald. It was devastating. So I only washed my hair once or twice with the Bond Repair shampoo. And the first time I did it, I didn't really feel, but they didn't have the whole line at the store. So the shampoo was the only thing I could get of the Bond Repair. And I imagine that if I had gotten the full line, that it would have made a bigger difference just with a couple of tries. But it didn't really do much. However, it really does feel good in the shower. Like it feels like it cleans. It's not too heavy. It washes out really well. So I'm not going to say that it doesn't work, and I'm not going to say that it does work, but if it didn't make it worse, then that's a plus. And then, like I said, the conditioner that I got was way too heavy, way too heavy. But this is actually what I was using before that usually 90% of the time made my hair feel great. And after doing more research on low porosity, realized that this is actually really great for low porosity hair because it's lightweight. Hyaluronic acid, conditioner, shampoo, or serum is great for low porosity hair. So I'm actually going to look into getting more hyaluronic acid for my hair because it works super well in hydrating low porosity hair. Boom. I'm also going to start oiling my hair. But because it's so hard to find good hair products here, I'm going to try to find a cheap one on Amazon Mexico. But low porosity hair cannot handle thick oils. So I'm going to try argan oil, grapeseed oil, or rosemary oil. And I'm going to do hair oiling treatments a few times a week because, like I said, this is so new for me. For it to feel dry at the roots of my hair, this is just so brand new to me. Another thing I tried is a protein mask. Now, I didn't know when I tried it that low porosity hair doesn't like protein. You should not be doing protein treatments on low porosity hair. However, this was a DIY, right? It's not like I went out and got a keratin treatment or something like that. So I'm going to stay away from those because I'm glad I found that out before it was too late. But what can happen is the protein will just build up on the hair, which can also lead to extreme weakness, dryness, and just breakage because it just packs on. packs on your hair, like on top, on top, on top, on top of your hair. So your hair becomes less flexible with an overload of protein. But I mixed a cup of Greek yogurt, or was it half cup? Half a cup of Greek yogurt with 1 egg and a tablespoon of honey. And I'm going to do it again because it felt good afterwards. Because when I researched doing the yogurt and the egg works with the shine and manageability. The honey is actually really good for low porosity hair. So I'm going to add more honey next time. And yogurt, we're not talking about an extensive amount of protein. It's good to build strength. So I intend on doing that more and just adding more honey. And I left it on my head for about 40 minutes and then washed it out in the shower and followed it with shampoo and conditioner. Because what you're going to find online, if you do any kind of research for yourself, people are just going to tell you to load your hair with silicones in order to hydrate it. But low porosity hair can't handle silicones because, like I said, it just sits on top of my hair. Like I can feel it. I can feel it and it weighs the shit down in my hair. Like it weighs my hair down like crazy. Like yesterday, it felt pretty good when I was in the house. And then I went to walk my puppy child at like 7 last night and it was super windy and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm scared." Like I didn't want to go outside in the wind and it was so humid. I literally walked back into the house like after 30 minutes and my hair was like weighed all the way down. It felt like it was wet from the humidity in the hair and it felt awful. It felt dry and brittle and gross. And I was like, "Oh my God, please don't break more off. Please don't break more off." So, I mean, come on. Another thing that I'm doing, I don't have silk pillowcases. I don't have silk, really anything. They don't sell silk sheets or anything here, silk pillowcases. But I do have what I think is silk. I don't know, it feels like silk, a scarf. And I put that over my pillow at night. I've also been switching up how I wear my hair up and get it out of my face. I used to either put it on top of my head, which I don't want to do anymore because I don't want to put any more pressure on my weak hair right now, or I would do a low ponytail when I slept, which I think contributed to all the breakage and the nonsense stuff that's going on under my hair. Like I have so much breakage right here behind my right ear. It's wild. I mean, it's so dry. It's so dry. Like I wish you could feel it. It feels awful. It's literally an entirely different head of hair that I have on my head right now. But I think while I was sleeping, if like putting it in the low ponytail was creating friction in the nape of my neck, ultimately exacerbating the breakage. The way I wear my hair to bed now is I do like pigtails and then I loosely twist each pigtail and then I loosely tie it at the end. So I'll take my front pieces and pin my front pieces back and then I split the back into pigtails and I loosely twist each thing on the side and that's how I sleep now. So now I'm just ultra aware of my environment. Getting old is wild, bro. Like, this is wild. I had already been realizing and becoming aware of the fact that my hair was thinning, but I was in denial about it, and I really wasn't doing anything about it. And I already had a little breakage around my face, wondering why. But it wasn't until this drastic change in the feeling of my hair when I started like really doing research and doing something about it. So I'm grateful for the change because hopefully I can prevent it from getting worse. And if you say, Ange, relax, it doesn't look that bad, relax, it looks fine. I am sitting here telling you it doesn't feel fine. It feels awful. It feels awful. And so I am doing everything and anything that I can that is in my power to do to prevent it from getting worse. Supplements. I was taking collagen and actually I recently ran out and I'm like, maybe it was maybe it was just a bad supplement. It's like this perfect storm happened. I'm trying to like eliminate things and then I'll add them back or I'm literally trying everything. Other supplements I do take are omega-3s, which is great for perimenopause and menopause because I started taking it for my skin and it's helped so much with my skin. And also it helps your hair, but my hair still is like this while taking it, but I'm still going to take that. I also have and heard that vitamin C, zinc, and iron are very important for hair health. So I have vitamin C, zinc, and iron supplements I'm going to start taking, along with the collagen and the omega-3s. Oh, and minoxidil. I don't know. if they sell it here, but I heard that helps a lot. I think I'm gonna try to get some minoxidil and put it around my face and underneath like the nape of my neck behind my ear to increase the thickness because I've seen people have some great results with the minoxidil 5%, and they put it in a spray bottle, which seems a lot more manageable because I don't wash my hair every other, I mean, I wash my hair every other day, not every day. I can't imagine putting minoxidil or anything in your hair when you have like wavy hair. It's hard to do. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this is the beginning of the journey, and I'm doing this for not only accountability, but I also want to look back and see the progress that I'm making, if any, see what's working, what's not working. And I figured if I'm going through it, somebody else is going through it. And if I couldn't find anybody like me who had the exact same symptoms that I do, who is struggling and can't really find anybody other than 25-year-old influencers for advice or for, whatever they're going through, I'm just gonna, bang it out, two birds with one stone. I can do it for my own accountability, and maybe I can help you out at the same time. Or where'd my coffee go? Oh, and forgetfulness. Oh my God, the amount of times I have been forgetting, and it's so wild because like I'm very mindful, like usually, but recently, and I know this is perimenopause too, I will, and yeah, I have ADHD, but literally I'll have 29 things going on. Like my brain is an internet browser. I have 29 things going on at one time. I'll walk into the kitchen and I'll see something else that I need to do, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna wash that, and I'll wash the dish, and then I'll be like, oh, I gotta give her water, and I'll fill up her water bowl, and then I'll see something sitting on the table. I gotta put that back. Oh, I gotta empty the trash. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I'll walk into the bathroom to brush my teeth and end up washing my face instead and completely forgetting to brush. Like seriously, this is just wild. Thanks, universe. Like really, welcome to this brand new life I'm trying to build for myself. And now, hi, menopause is knocking on my front door very loudly. So we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. Very messy, chaotic video. I don't know, man. But I think that's all I have to say for right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. God, I genuinely miss having hot and cold water, bro. Like here, I don't have hot water. I don't have cold water. The water tank is on the roof and it gets heated up by the sun. And especially in the summertime, the water is, you don't need hot water, but you don't want to be taking a hot shower when it's fucking a million degrees out. So the sun heats up the water. It's hot as hell coming out of the faucet. There is no cold water, like period, unless it's cold outside, which that never freaking happens. So I just miss having hot and cold water, like for real. How are these even supposed to go into your ears? Like, I don't, they're so uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable. Hi. What is actually, what is actually happening?